The Nursing and Midwifery Council of New Zealand has made a new update, and a new update I mean as at the 1st of July 2024. Now let's talk about what these changes would mean for international nurses looking at migrating to Australia or even New Zealand, to be more precise, how it will affect your journey and what you should know about this. Welcome back again to my channel. My name is Deo. I am a registered nurse currently practicing here in Australia, and on this channel I share my bits and bobs, life in Australia, nursing and career, and anything that would benefit you, my audience. Okay, and if you have been following my journey, you know that I moved to Australia last year and I used the New Zealand route, and most of you would know about the whole journey. And why I'm saying this is because most of you would also be coming into Australia using this New Zealand route, or some of you will be interested in practicing in New Zealand and you would like to know how the registration process is. I am going to leave the link to the last video I made on New Zealand Nursing Council registration process down in the description box. This is because I don't want to repeat all the whole detailed process step by step. There have been some changes, so this video would focus more on those changes. Okay, so please make sure you watch that video as well, because that video has more detail on the whole process. So this is just like a recap or just like an update. Now, from the 1st of July, the New Zealand Nursing Council has brought out a self-assessment portal. What this portal means is that registered nurses living outside of New Zealand and Australia looking to get their license verified by Nursing Council of New Zealand needs to pass through the self-assessment check. Now, this would determine if you are going to write the OSCE or you're going to do the CBT exams for New Zealand Nursing Council. If you stay with me, I'm going to go through the whole process with you. But first of all, I want you to know that no other thing has changed. You still need to meet all the criteria in the last video. I'm going to just do a brief recap, but please check that video out for more detail. You still need to meet the 1,800 hours of practice after graduation. You need to meet the English language test. It's not changed. The scores has not changed. You need to meet the police check. You need to make sure that your license can be verified. You need to have active license. You need to get all of that ready. You still need to pass through CGFNS New Zealand. Okay, that hasn't changed. However, after that, CGFNS is going to send all your documents to New Zealand Nursing Council, and that is where the new step begins. You have to do a self-assessment. I'm going to use my phone so that we can get it done as it is on their website. Okay, now I am currently on the website New Zealand Nursing Council. You can easily go there and make the same application so that you can know exactly what's applicable to you. So the competency assessment process is in two parts. The first one is the international nurses theory examination, which is like part of the medication safety, and the part B, which is the nursing knowledge. So it comes in 120 questions which needs to be answered in 180 minutes. Okay, so you have 3 attempts to successfully complete this part A and B. On the first attempt, you must complete both parts, and if you fail any part, you need to resit only that part you failed. Now, it can be taken only at Pearson View centers, which are available in many countries. So that means you can easily take this exam in the UK, Nigeria, anywhere that they have Pearson Center. Okay. And the clinical competency assessment, the next process is the OSCE. So you need to attend the 2 days orientation, which prepares you for the OSCE exam itself. And after the 2 days, you have to sit for the OSCE. Now, the OSCE assesses the candidate applied nursing knowledge. You must complete 10. So 10 OSCE scenarios. Like, it's the same with the UK. I think the UK is also 10. And it has 120 minutes. 12 minutes allocated per session. If you do not pass the OSCE at the first sitting, you can resit it 2 more times. That's a total of 3. But that's it about the OSCE exam. But let's go over to the self-assessment too. I'm currently on the website, the International Qualified Nurses Registration Self-Assessment tool. I'm right here and I will show you on my screen so we can do it together. Now, this tool will help you identify if you meet the Nursing Council criteria, which you may be able to apply as a registered nurse in New Zealand. Now, I'm on the website. I would like to state that if you have registered with Nursing Council before the 1st of July, this does not apply to you. If you are registering with the Nursing Council after the 1st of July 2024, then this applies to you. Now, it has two ways in which you are going to click. The first one says, I am currently registered with an overseas regulatory authority. Then the second one says, I am not currently registered with an overseas regulatory authority. So you have to choose one. I'm going to do all so that you can see how it is. Let's start with I am not registered. So for a lot of people that will say, oh, if I don't have license, can I go ahead with the process? What if I don't have license in my home country? Can I go ahead? Let's answer that question right now, okay? So I'm going to click I am not currently registered. So immediately I click that, it says you may not be able to register with New Zealand Council. So that's a good red. So I hope that answers your question. So all of you will say, oh, I'm in India, I'm in Philippines, I can't have my license, can I register with New Zealand Council? The answer is on your screen. Now let's start the assessment again. I am currently registered. I'm going to click that, so that means you can go ahead with the next stage. Now the next stage, it has two again. The first one is asking, my nursing education that led to registration was completed in one of the following: the US, UK, Ireland, Singapore, British Columbia, or Ontario provinces. I don't know why they single-handedly picked two provinces in Canada. I don't know if they don't accept other ones, but they did that for a reason anyways. Now that is one. The next one is my nursing registration that led to registration was not completed in one of the following countries. Okay, same countries. So now I want to believe that what it means is that it was completed. That means you studied there. This is different from you being an overseas trained and then you've moved to these countries, US, UK, Ireland, Singapore, and want to register. That is not what it's asking you. It's asking you if you studied in this country, okay? Nursing education that led to registration was completed in that country. So if I was a registered nurse in Nigeria, like I did my nursing school in Nigeria, and I am now in the UK or Ireland, and I want to register, what I'm going to pick is my nursing education that led to registration was not completed in one of the following, because that's the truth. It was not completed there, but I am now registered there. So I'm going to start with that. I'm going to click that. So if I click it was not gotten in any of those countries, I have two options now. The first one, it says I have a bachelor's degree in nursing or higher, that is in bracket master's, that led to my registration as an overseas nurse, or I do not have a bachelor's degree in nursing or higher, in bracket master's degree, that led to my registration as an overseas nurse. So now they're asking you if you have a BSc. Yeah, these people, their standard has gone up to like the Australian standard. Hey, so now they're asking you, so let me say I do not have a BSc. Let me use the I do not have a BSc in nursing or higher master's degree that led to my. So if I click that, it takes me to another page which is saying I have an overseas qualification such as diploma, in bracket not a degree or higher, that led to my overseas nursing registration, or I do not have a nursing qualification. So I'm going to say I have a diploma, because I know most people have a diploma in nursing, okay, but not a degree. So if I click that, it's going to bring me to two other parts. Now the first one is saying I have completed at least 1,000 hours of work as a registered nurse, or I have not completed 1,000. So I'm going to say I have completed 1,800 hours of work as a registered nurse. So if I click I have, it's now saying the answers you have given indicate that your nursing qualification must be assessed by the Nursing Council assessor to confirm if it meets the standard of educational equivalence before you may be eligible. If your qualification is not equivalent to the New Zealand prescribed qualification and does not meet our standard by Nursing Council assessors, then it is unlikely you may be eligible for registration as a registered nurse, but you may be eligible for enrolled nurse. So this is someone who has just diploma, okay? and it doesn't state here that you have to write the exams or not, but it just states if you're going to be eligible as an RN or an EN. I've done a video about this as well. People registering with a diploma, it's a bit dicey. It all depends on your assessor. If you fall into a good assessor, you're going to get RN. Or if you have a postgraduate in maybe psychiatry, post-basic as they call it in Nigeria, in psychiatry, midwifery, all that, if you add it together with your diploma, they can meet up the requirements for an RN. Okay, let's go back and do another assessment for someone that has a BSc. Okay, so I am currently registered with an overseer. Yes, I am. And my nursing education that led to registration was completed in the following. So if you did your studies in US, Canada, Ireland and all that, I'll click that. And if it says I have worked as a registered nurse for at least 1,000 in the UK, yes I have, and it gives me a green. Now the green says the answers you have given indicate you may not have to complete the test of competency, theory exam and clinical exam to become a registered nurse. So this is very clear. It means that if you studied in the UK, Ireland, Singapore and all that, you would not write the competency exams. Okay, so let's go back again and try. I'm going to say the nursing education that led to registration was not completed in the UK. If I click that, it's going to take me to 2 more pages, and I'm going to click I have a bachelor's degree. Okay, now I'll say I have completed 1,000. So it's red. The answers you have given indicate you will have to, so they are very particular, you will have to complete the test of competency, theory exam and clinical exam to become a registered nurse. So yeah, this is the new change. So I'll implore you that you go on the website and do your self-assessment to know if you are going to be sitting the exams or not. From all indication is stating clearly that nurses that have studied outside the UK, Ireland, Singapore, Ontario and the USA might be taking the exams. From what is here, it doesn't categorically state that if you're practicing there they are going to exempt you, but you do your own self-assessment and let me know what your own pathway is. And I would also love to read from people that have gone through this pathway. If you've registered after the 1st of July, please let me know if your assessment allowed you to be exempted from the exams or not, or if you were able to use your diploma to register as an RN, not an EN. Let us know in the comment section. I would love to read from you as well. But yes guys, this is the update and I do hope it helps someone out there to stay informed. For the OSCE exams, this is how much it costs. For the CBT online exam, this is how much it costs. CBT receipts, this is how much it costs. OSCE receipt, this is how much it costs. So the price for CGFNS, this is how much it is as well. Yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. I wish you all the best in your moving to New Zealand or coming down to the land under, if you still have that in mind. But let me know what you think and I'll see you guys later. Bye.